Kia ora, my name's Glenn Vickery. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Kiwi Bushcraft and Survival. And today we're going to apply some Dubbin to the Chogan CRKT Tomahawk sheath. Okay, and the back part there for anybody that wants to see it. Have a read of it. Okay, so this is the neutral colour. Okay, so let's just follow this here down to the table so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so the Chogan, this is the Chogan sheath, okay, that I got last week. Okay, and it's a nice sheath, leather. I've sussed it out. It's got, some people are saying that the domes here were, the press studs were plastic, but to me they're metal. Okay, so I've read about them, and some people have said they were plastic and they had to swap them out to metal ones. They are actually metal, and the front of it here is also, they said that the stitching was could come undone really easily, but it looks like they've fixed that up as well, and they've got another piece of leather in there. Okay, so the blade cannot cut through the stitching, so it should be all goods there. Anyway, the initially the Chogan actually comes with this black sheath here, okay, where it would fit in there. Don't worry about that noise in the background, so cats are playing. So that's how it would normally come when you purchase it, okay, with this black sheath, plastic sheath, and it's not too bad. I mean, it's okay, alright, but you really want to get this one here, alright. Well worth getting, in my opinion. That way you can attach it to your belt and everything else, and it's properly secured. Your Tomahawk is properly secured, okay, and you want to make sure that your equipment is secured properly, because you don't want to lose it. Okay, vital that you have it. Although you do want to have it on quick release where you can get at it really quickly, as this here you can. Okay, so let's get into this. All you got to simply do is we want to grab the wax out here. Okay, you can use a rag if you wish, or just use your finger. Okay, and all we want to do is rub it on. I like to do little circles. Okay, and we get it in there. All right, spread it out. I did a coating of this last week, and I'll probably do this one here, and I might do another coating next week, I suppose. Alright, just to give the Dubbin time to settle in there, to get in, alright, to where you want to get it into, to let it sink into the leather. Well, hopefully you can see that. I might just zoom it in a bit better, eh? Right, so what this Dubbin will do is it actually waterproofs the leather, okay? Now, alright, so, and although I'm saying that it waterproofs the leather, which it does, we don't really need this particular leather to be waterproofed, because it's, you know, big deal, it's waterproof. Sorry about that, cats playing around again. Alright, running around chasing each other. So, what we're actually doing here is yes, it's waterproofing it, but no, we don't need to waterproof it. But what the Dubbin also does is it protects the leather. So, when we say we're waterproofing it, it's not like we're trying to stop the water from getting through and wetting anything. All we're trying to do is keep the water out of the leather so that the water doesn't get into the leather and start to rot it. Okay, so that's what I mean by waterproofing it. That's what we're trying to do. At the same time, this makes the leather more supple. Okay, so it gives it the life longevity of the leather. Okay, we want the leather to last longer, and so what we're doing is we're protecting the leather. So that's what this Dubbin does. You can waterproof things like boots and stuff like that if you want to waterproof the boots, so they're like Gore-Tex boots, okay, and the water will just run off. You can do that, but in this case the waterproofing that we're doing is not to keep dry, but more as a protective of the leather. Okay, that's what we're trying to do here. All right. Now, when should you do this? Well, you want to sort of do this when you put all your gear away for winter. When it gets all in winter, it can get quite a lot of moisture can get onto things like leather, okay, and put mold on it, okay. So we want to protect the leather from the moisture, okay. So we want to keep it in a dry, sort of a dry place. A nice place to put things like this is in a wardrobe. Okay, always nice. Keep it in a wardrobe where it's safe, dry, and close at hand. Alright, so there we have it. Done. Okay, so there's our CRKT Chogan Tomahawk leather sheath. It's all dubbined up. Alright, that's what you need. Okay, it doesn't take very long, and of course you want to let that settle in for about 24 hours, longer if you wish. Some people will actually heat this up. They'll heat the leather up and apply it, or apply the leather, apply the dubbin and then heat it up. You could put this into a some people put things like this in an oven. Okay, you don't want to burn it though. I'd highly advise, if you were going to heat it up just to help the dubbin sink into the leather, just get a hairdryer, okay, or one of the a heat gun, okay, and just lightly go over it to let the dubbin go straight into it. But it's unnecessary to do that. I mean, the leather will take it in. I don't really think you need to be you know, putting it in onto heat and stuff like that. It's not necessary, okay. And of course, if you're out in the bush, if you do take this stuff out in the bush with you, just take a small canister like this. I don't think it's necessary. As long as you protect your gear prior to going out, you should be all goods. If you do have a base camp, then something like this is well worth having and keeping there, so you're not having to cart it around everywhere. Anyway, that's the how we waterproof and protect and give longevity to our gear. Okay, thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed.